The story of little Babji. This story is by Helen Bannerman, and it's illustrated by Fred Marcelino. See all the tigers cruising around there in a circle? Do you remember what happens in the story? The story of little Babji. You can see how well loved this book is. Once upon a time, there was a little boy, and his name was little Babji. And his mother was called Mamaji. See, she's sewing on a sewing machine that looked very much like the one my grandmother had. And his father was called Papaji. And Mamaji made him a beautiful little red coat and a pair of beautiful little blue trousers. Remember, trousers are pants. It's another name for pants. And Papaji went to the bazaar and bought him a beautiful green umbrella and a lovely little pair of purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings. So purple would be like my glasses, and crimson is another name for red, dark red. And then, wasn't little Babji grand? Look at his parents, so proud. It's like school pictures. And so he put on his very fine clothes and he went for a walk out in the jungle. You see, there's an old temple of some sort, lots of green stuff. And by he met a tiger. And the tiger said to him, "Little Babji, I'm going to eat you up." See, Babji stopped in his tracks. And little Babji said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful little red coat." So the tiger said, "Very well. I won't eat you this time, but you must give me your beautiful little red coat." So the tiger got poor little Babji's beautiful little red coat and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in the jungle." And little Babji went on, and by he met another tiger. And it said to him, "Little Babji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babji said, "Oh, please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful little blue trousers." So the tiger said, "Very well, I won't eat you up this time, but you must give me your beautiful little blue trousers." See, those look like they have plenty of room, so maybe they'll fit. But look how huge he is. Oh, they look kind of tight. So the tiger got poor little Babji's beautiful little blue trousers and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in the jungle." And little Babji went on, and by he met another tiger. Do you think Babji should be walking in the jungle anymore? I would have gone home by now. And it said to him, "Little Babji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babji said, "Please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful little purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings." But the tiger said, "What use would your shoes be to me? I've got 4 feet, and you've only got 2. You haven't got enough shoes for me." But little Babji said, "You could wear them on your ears." "So I could," said the tiger. "That's a very good idea. Give them to me, and I won't eat you this time." This time. Did you hear that? This time. So the tiger got poor little Babji's beautiful purple shoes with crimson soles and crimson linings and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in the jungle." I don't know. That's pretty cool. He doesn't have any confining clothes on, so he could probably still do all his pouncing good with those. And, okay, so what would you do if you were Babji at this point? Would you be running home? Yes, that's a good answer. And by, little Babji met another tiger. And it said to him, "Little Babji, I'm going to eat you up." And little Babji said, "Please, Mr. Tiger, don't eat me up, and I'll give you my beautiful green umbrella." But the tiger said, "How can I carry an umbrella when I need all my paws for walking with?" "You could tie a knot in your tail and carry it that way," said little Babji. "So I could," said the tiger. "Give it to me, and I won't eat you this time." So he got poor little Babji's beautiful green umbrella and went away saying, "Now I am the grandest tiger in the jungle." And poor little Babji went away crying because the cruel tigers had taken away all of his fine clothes. Run, Babji, run. Presently, he heard a horrible noise that sounded like grr, grr, and it got louder and louder. "Oh dear," said little Babji, "there are all the tigers coming back to eat me up. What shall I do?" So he quickly ran to a palm tree and peeped around to see what the matter was. And there he saw all the tigers fighting and disputing which of them was the grandest tiger. And at last they got all so angry that they jumped up and took off all the fine clothes and began to tear at each other with their claws and bite at each other with their great big white teeth. Can you see? And they came rolling and tumbling right to the foot of the very tree where little Babji was hiding, and he jumped quickly behind the umbrella, and the tigers were all caught hold of each other's tails, and they wrangled and scrambled until they found each other in a ring around the tree. Look, everybody's tail is in the other tiger's mouth. They've made a tiger chain. Then, when the tigers were very wee and very far away, little Babji jumped up and called out, "Oh, tigers, why have you taken off all your nice clothes? Don't you want them anymore?" But the tigers only answered, "Grr, grr." Then little Babji said, "If you want them, say so, or I'll take them away." But the tigers would not let go of each other's tails, and so they could only say, "Grr, grr." So little Babji put on all his fine clothes again and walked off. Again, I would suggest running. And the tigers were very, very angry, but still they would not let go of each other's tails. And they were so angry that they ran round the tree, trying to eat each other up, and they ran faster and faster. Ooh, they're turning into a big blurry mess. Until they were whirling around the tree so fast that they couldn't even see their legs at all. And they ran faster and faster still, and faster and faster, till they all just melted away, and there was nothing left but a great big pool of melted butter, or ghee as it is called in India, round the foot of the tree. Now, Babji was just coming home from his work with a great big brass pot in his arms, and when he saw what was left of all the tigers, he said, "Oh, what lovely melted butter! I'll take that home to Mamaji for her to cook with." So he put it all into the great big brass pot and took it home to Mamaji to cook with. How do you think he got all that butter in the pot? Do you think he just scooped it? I don't know. When Mama G saw the melted butter, wasn't she pleased? Now, she said, we'll all have pancakes for supper. So she got the flour and eggs and milk and sugar and butter, and she made a huge big plate of the most lovely pancakes. And she fried them in the melted butter, which the tigers had made, and they were just as yellow and brown as little tigers. I like pancakes. Do you like pancakes? And they all sat down to supper. Look at them. Look at them. They look pretty pleased. And Mama G ate 27 pancakes, and Papa G ate 55. But little Baba G ate 169 because he was so hungry. I'd be hungry too. Having tigers chase me all day, it's exhausting. So the moral of this story is, don't walk in a neighborhood with tigers. Stay safe. Miss you.